He's not here. I don't know what's happening. Yeah.
Let's start this now.
Please, come down. Okay, let's go. Yes. Yes. All right.
Okay, media, please give us an opportunity to start.
I'm just going to say that from the parents. Especially one from the parents.
Please give the lawyers an opportunity to come in. Sir?
What does you have to finish about it?
Oh, you can present this one even as a late citizen.
You do not speak to people about it.
Have a communication.
Eva, I would prefer you stand too short so that we can still see the accused. You can stand. Of course, you're not very tall, and we can still see the accused. This one also. She's very, yeah. She can also stand.
You ready?
Thank you. Your Worship, I'm ready. It's the State versus Hanoi, Motswara, and 11 others. Your Worship, the accused are all correct in the correct sequence in the present. Accused number 4, however, is not at the moment here in court, and we will deal with her matter at a later stage. If I can just put then the rest on record. Presiding officer, Mrs. De Lange. Prosecutor, A. Bester. Interpreter, Mr. Munyozi. And I've got a list of names of the legal representatives. Mr. Murori, Mr. Mukhari, Mr. Tuzi, Mr. Muplong, Mr. Tevi, Mrs. Wuki, Mr. Jansen van Rensburg, Mrs. Mahemedi, Mr. Kunyani, and Mr. Jan de Lange, no, Jan Loubser, sorry, for accused number 5.
Please, Your Worship, I confirm my appearance on behalf of accused number 1 and accused number 7, Mr. Kagiso Mururi. Thank you, Your Worship.
Sorry, Mr. Kagiso?
Mururi, M-O-R-I, M-O-R-U-R-I, Your Worship.
Accused number 1 and 7.
1 and 7, yes, Your Worship.
Thank you.
This is the court, Your Worship, Ms. Huki from RC Ishmael Attorneys, and I confirm my appearance on behalf of accused number 2, Your Worship.
Ms. who?
Huki.
Can you spell that?
W-O-O-K-E-Y, Your Worship.
Accused number 2.
Yes, Your Worship.
Yes.
Thank you, Worship. Worship, just a point of correction. I heard my learned colleague say Mrs. Makamedi or something like that. I'm actually Makamedi, Mr. Makamedi TP. I'm from Legal Aid, and I'm appearing on behalf of accused 3.
Apologies, Your Worship. I was just informed accused 2 and 10.
10.
Yes, Your Worship.
Thank you.
May I please the court? My name is J.H. Loubser from Loubser and Loubser Incorporated in Victoria. I'm coming on the record on behalf of accused number 5, Mr. Tom Bester. And I will be ably assisted in the follow-up proceedings by Advocate Zandili Mshololo. May I please the court?
This is the court, Your Worship. Mr. Mathieu, previous law record, Your Worship. Your Worship, I've consulted with Mr. Bester at length. I don't want to jump the gun. I've consulted with accused number 5 at length before the matter proceeded. I've not been excused as attorney of record yet. However, I do not hold instructions that either my mandate has been terminated or I should withdraw as attorney of record. May the court just play it up with accused number 5, Your Worship.
Thank you, Mr. Bester. You currently have Mr. Mathieu on record as your legal representative. What is the position?
Your Honor, they're both going to be a part of my team. So I'm not withdrawing Mr. Mathieu from the team. He's going to remain in the team. They will both be part of the team that will be I feel that there's quite a few things that I wanted to deal with, and I would like them to remain. Both of them instructing attorneys of Advocate Mshololo and adding on Mr. Mpofu. So I would want both of them to remain on the team.
Thank you.
I don't
Mr.
know if
Mathieu.
it's legally possible, Your Worship. However, we are in the hands, Your Worship.
Thank you. That is something that the legal representatives and the client will have to sort out between them. Thank you. The next one, appearing for case number 6.
May it please the court, Your Worship. I am Masilo Kwenani. Kwenani is spelled K-O-E-N-A-N-E. And I represent accused number 6 and number 8. Court please.
Thank you.
As the court pleases, Your Worship, I rise to confirm my appearance on behalf of accused number 9. It's Mr. Tebe.
Your Worship, I confirm my appearance on behalf of accused number 12 on R.I. Nassifari. Mr. Court pleases.
As the court pleases, Your Worship, I confirm my appearance on behalf of accused number 11, this matter, Your Worship, Ms. Modise from Tepo Tusi Artemis standing in for Mr. Tusi, Your Worship. Mr. Court, please.
Thank you. Have we got everybody on record now? I also have Mr. Motlaun here. That is for case number 4. He's not present at the moment. Thank you.
As it pleases the court, Your Worship. Your Worship, I'm going to withdraw the matters against the following accused. Natasha Jansen, will you please stand up? Mr. Mir and Ramadullah. I am withdrawing the case against these 3 accused. Thank you, Your Worship.
Thank you. Can I just hear from the legal representative? Ms. Jansen's legal representative.
Court pleases, Your Worship. Indeed, I represent Ms. Jansen, and we do not have problems with the withdrawal of the charges against her. Court pleases.
Thank you. Mr. Mir? Which accused is that? Accused number?
Mr. Mir is number 10 on my name.
Please, Ms. Modise.
If it is the court, Your Worship, I confirm my consent of accused number 10 and we do not have any objections to the withdrawal.
Thank you. And Mr. Ramadullah?
No objection. I thank the court, Your Worship.
Thank you. All the charges are then withdrawn against the 3 of you, Ms. Jansen, Ms. Mir and Mr. Ramadullah.
As the court pleases, Your Worship.
Thank you. You may stand down.
Thank you, Your Worship. Your Worship, the state is ready to serve the indictment on the remaining accused. I'm first going to hand in the SV10E. That is a directive indicating regarding the charges that form part of the record. Thank you, my lady.
Thank you.
Then there is also a SV8, that is in brackets a pre-trial conference. It's basically the same information that contains in SV10, my lady.
The SV10, Exhibit M.
Thank you. As it pleases the court.
The notification of summary trial is Exhibit M, N.
Thank you, you. Then I'm also handing up the indictment. It is with the charges set out, a summary of the case, as well as a list of witnesses. And I would request the court to serve that on each and every accused. I will also send via email, serve these indictments to each and every lawyer present. It's just make it easier for them for future references. And then I would also ask you to serve the J172 on each and every of the accused. Pre-trial date was arranged this morning. It is set down for the 31st of January next year for purposes of a pre-trial. With the exception of accused number 4, 5, and Mr. Moyo, I just want to make sure, what is his number? Sorry, I don't have the charge sheet with me. The rest are on bail, but those 3 are in custody. Thank you. As it pleases the court.
Accused number 4, 5, and who is in custody?
Moyo.
Moyo.
It's accused number 9, Your Worship.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you. I'm now going to serve the indictments on each of the accused. The first one will be served on accused number 1. Mr. Mochwara, that is your date for the pre-trial hearing and also a summary of the evidence. Second one is now served on Mr. Sekeleni. Mr. Lepolo, it's case number 3. Case number 5, Mr. Bester. Mr. Masukela. Makotsa, Mr. Makotsa. Let's move through and case number 8. Case number 9 is Mr. Moyo. And case number 11 is Maketa, Mr. Maketa. And there's a copy for the charge sheet. which is
Your
marked
Worship.
Exhibit O.
Normally, we also serve the Section 212 capital B in terms of the Criminal Procedure Act also on this occasion, but because of the unavailability of accused number 4, I'm not able to do that. So the investigation officer will serve it on each and every accused as soon as we are able to do that, and if accused number 4 is in a position to provide us with her fingerprints. And for the rest, I think I've got all the emails of the lawyers who's going to represent them. And I would also ask them, I think I don't have Mr. Tebe's email. You can just provide it for me if we adjourn, please, so that I will also serve that on them by means of an email. And that completes my role before you. And thank you, Your Worship.
Thank you. I'm now going to transfer the matter.
Mr. Court, please, Your Worship. Your Worship, I apologize for standing and being on my feet. My learned colleague indicated that the date of the 31st of January 2024 has been arranged with Defense Counsel. I can definitively say, Your Worship, that date was never discussed with me. In fact, in the discussions that we had, we agreed that 3 alternative dates will be looked into, and then we would then come back to it. I'm taken aback by the date that is said to be arranged with everyone. It was never discussed with me. I'm not available on the 31st of January, Your Worship.
Your Worship, I went to them outside the court. This council was not prepared to go to our office to do that. I was informed that I could this year or next year, and I was informed next year. I didn't see them again. Everyone else that I spoke to was satisfied with this. It's just a pity that they're only saying it now. So that was my arrangement with them there at the corner when the council was not prepared to go to and not to my office. So I don't know what else to do.
Your Worship, and I apologize, Your Worship. I think that was a concession on my learned colleague's side, that indeed this date was never arranged with me. She did approach us, and I believe by they she is referring to, my learned colleague is referring to Mr. Makamedi, Mr. Tebe, myself, and Mr. Matiye. So we were sitting right outside court, and her request was we walk to the DPP's office at 11:45 to get a date, Your Worship. I believe vehemently that I remember vividly that Mr. Makamedi then said the 3 alternative dates, you can just call the office, give us 3 alternative dates, and then we can discuss that. Even as I walked into court, Your Worship, she never indicated this. She had an opportunity to do that. I do not want to belabor this point, but really, Your Worship, I am not available on that day, and I cannot really put my clients at prejudice by agreeing to a date when I'm not available. Mr. Court, please, Your Worship.
What is the reason for you not being around?
Your Worship, I have, yes, no, I'm not occupied at court. I'm attending to personal matters on that day, Your Worship.
Have you got nobody else that can stand in?
Unfortunately, because we are being transferred to the High Court, Your Worship, my candidate attorney will not be able to stand in for me. Ordinarily, I would say he would stand in, and also with the issue of the 212Bs, one would need to, be present, Your Worship.
I think I'm going to adjourn so we can resolve the issue.
Mr. Court, please, Your Worship.
Before I transfer the matter.
Mr. Court, please, Your Worship.
Then furthermore, I need to know about what is happening. She is not present. What are we going to do?
Okay, we are going to get downstairs, and then we're going to do the transfer downstairs at the cells. Apparently she's not in the position to provide her fingerprints at this stage. I didn't have the opportunity to see Mr. Mashini about it. I was just informed by my investigation officer about that. But my lady, regarding another matter, it's really not my job to walk after everyone. What do they want? Must I seek them all over the country? I don't think that is a correct way to do that. We are all professionals and we all must work together. So this is really coming as an unpleasant surprise to me.
Thank you. So I'll take a short adjournment. We resolve the issue regarding the date. Ready to proceed with that?
All right, Harime.